Hey y'all, what's up? So as you can see, we're in the kitchen today and I'm going to be trying to make this cake. It's called Castella Cake. It's Japanese like me, half Japanese. Well, not the cake, but me. Anyway, but yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And we're just going to get right into it because y'all came to see me bake a cake, not eat chit chat. Alright y'all, so here are our ingredients. We got 4 eggs. They're supposed to be room temperature, but I just took them out a few minutes ago, so they're probably still a little cold. We got a cup of bread flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, and then 2 tablespoons of coarser sugar. Then we have some whole milk, canola oil, and some honey. And we got our stand mixer set up over here. I got it for my mom for Christmas, but she don't even be using it for real. So let me put it to use. And she loves baking, but she don't use it. I don't know why. But we also have our little loaf pan. It looks a little wet because I just washed it out. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven to 350. So yeah, let's move on to the mixing. Baker, shout out to you because this thing about 10 million pounds. That's probably why my mom don't be using it because she can't lift it up. No, I don't know, but it's heavy, y'all. It's not that heavy, but it's heavy. All right, y'all, this is gonna be the angle for now because I don't have anything that I can like put the top angle. Like I need to get a better tripod, I guess. But yeah, first we're going to go ahead. I got my recipe right here. I'm gonna link it down below. Oh, I keep looking at this. I'm gonna link it down below in the description if y'all want to make it yourselves. It's pretty easy, pretty simple ingredients that I just showed y'all. So we preheated our oven and we're gonna go ahead and grease and line our loaf pan. This is the wrong angle to grease and line a loaf pan. So here's our pan. We're gonna grease and line her right now. Got us a little paper towel. Got our oil here. Just put a little bit on the paper towel so we can grease our pan up. Alright y'all, it's not that greased up, so I'm gonna pour just a little bit in the bottom. Just a little bit. Just like that much. That's good. But specifically, well no, not specifically, never mind. Very unspecific. Okay, pan greased. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our parchment. And we're gonna line it up. Okay y'all, that's as good as it's gonna get because I know there's probably some way to make it sit flatter in there by probably cutting the edges or something, but I'm not doing all that. We ain't professional here. We just amateurs. Okay, and next we're gonna take our 2 tablespoons of the coarse sugar, and it says to just sprinkle it in the bottom of the pan. But of course, if you're watching them calories, you can skip this. Or if you just don't want the texture of the coarse sugar. Okay. Just sprinkle, not very evenly, but alright, so our sugar is sprinkled down in there. Don't know if y'all can tell, the lighting is pretty orange, but yeah, she did sprinkle them things in there. What am I talking about? I don't know. I did already wash my hands before I mess with that sugar, okay? But let's wash them again because they're a little oily. Now back to our original angle. So now we're gonna make the batter for the cake. Alrighty, so into this bowl we have our whisk attachment. We're gonna take our 4 eggs and crack them on in there. Do y'all know how to one hand crack? Because that sounded kind of weird, pause. But do y'all know how to crack an egg with one hand? Because this egg feels weird. Anyway, I specifically learned how to do it like when I was in middle school or something. So let's try it out. So apparently you gotta, use these 2 fingers and these 2 fingers to kind of pull it apart. Okay. Pretty cool. Not really. All right, next we're gonna add our half of a cup of granulated sugar. Okay, now we're gonna beat these eggs up, but until they're light and fluffy. It's looking pretty light in color and fluffy in texture to me. It said the batter's supposed to come like in ribbons off of the whisk. I think that's probably fine, yeah. Listen to this description. Listen to this real quick. Okay, so 1 second. It says, 1 second, I'm finding it. It's loading. I'll be back. It says, beat until the egg mixture becomes very light in color and fluffy in texture, which I showed y'all. It looks like that, and it looks fluffy and light. And then it says, when you lift the whisk out of the batter, it should trail off the whisk in ribbons. I looked up what ribbons are. It looks kind of like what I showed y'all. And that it slightly holds the shape before melting back into the bowl. I think that's pretty darn good, right? Let's see. Bam. Ribbons. I think it's pretty good. Next step, we're gonna add the honey, the milk, and the oil, and then we're gonna whisk it up again. So all of these are 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 2 tablespoons of honey. Storms on the roof, secrets whispered, bulletproof. We build worlds out of steel. Now they're ruins of something we feel. It's so nice to get away, if just for a moment, if just for a day. We can drive past the signs, over the borders of our mind. 'Cause today's a hand is clean, okay, but you can't, the honey don't be coming out, it's stuck, it needs a little help. It's for me. It's for me and my family. They don't care. And not to mention it's going in a 350-degree oven. Let's mix it up.
Why would anyone take that away? Can we stay? Let's just stay.
All right, I let that mix for maybe like a minute, just until it's combined. And I mean, I couldn't really see most of the ingredients after I added the oil, milk, and honey, but yeah, I'm assuming it's combined now. And the last step before we put it in the pan is to add our bread flour. So I'm probably just gonna slowly add this while it's mixing. It says to gently whisk this one, so I'm gonna keep it pretty low.
It's a beautiful, wonderful day. We rode our bikes down broken streets.
All right, it's pretty combined. I'm just gonna take this spatula and scrape down the sides of the bowl, and then we're gonna pour it in the pan.
We chased the sun, chased the sun. The day was great, we made it shine. And you were mine, you were mine. The world outside can fall apart. I don't care, I don't care. As long as I can have your heart. 'Cause you had mine, you had mine. Don't forget what's beneath the concrete. There's a wonderful world beneath the concrete. We can dance all night and break the concrete. Flowers will bloom and cover the streets. Don't forget what's beneath the concrete. It's coming through the cracks and through the concrete. We can dance all night and break.
All right, you're on the other side now. It says to pour it from a little bit higher above the pan. Sorry for this backlight, but it says to pour it a little bit higher above the pan so that you can get some of the air bubbles out. Keep in mind, I'm right-handed, so I low-key have to hold the bowl this way. But I'll try.
Concrete. Flowers will bloom and cover the streets. Today's a beautiful day. Why would anyone take that away? Can we stay? Let's just stay. It's a beautiful, wonderful day. We rode our bikes down broken streets. We chased the sun, chased the sun. The day was great, we made it shine. And you were mine, the world outside can fall apart. I don't care, as long as I can have your heart. 'Cause you have mine, you have
All right, y'all, this is what we're looking like. And still quite a few bubbles. So we gonna do the trick that you know if you be baking. Slam that thing on the counter. Oh, what is this angle? Slam that thing on the counter. Bam. A couple times. Sorry for your ears. But okay, it looks pretty flat now. Pretty nice and smooth. Some honey streaks are still in there, so low-key didn't mix as well as I thought it did. This paper might also be in the way a little bit. Might make the loaf not come out super round. But yeah, we're gonna put that thing in the oven and we're gonna come back and show y'all the final result. Yeah. Sorry. Actually, y'all, we're gonna put it down to 30 because I didn't read the directions all the way until after I put it on 40. But it says check at the 30-minute mark. Make sure your cake ain't too brown, not burning up. And then you can put foil or change the temperature if you need to. So 30 minutes. Okay, Been in the oven for 2 minutes and it's already smelling too good. It's smelling a little too good. I'm ready to eat it right now. But before you can eat your cake and enjoy it, you gotta do your dishes while you waiting. So let's do that. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Okay, hopefully don't fog up the camera too much. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull her out and see if she's looking a little golden. She's still pretty pale, so I think we can go another 10 minutes or so. There's so many dots on the top, but I tried to get the air bubbles out. But also just so we don't overcook it too much, I'm gonna take a toothpick and stick it in there just to see. Okay, it didn't come out like super, you can't really see, but it didn't come out super clean. So I think we can still bake it for a little bit. So yeah, let's put it back in for like 10 minutes. Alrighty, second time's a charm. Ooh, it looks really nice and golden now. So we're just gonna set it, well, let me put this on the counter. Actually, we got this thing. Let me put this thing down on the counter and I'll put it on her, because sometimes the stove is still a little bit hot. We're in my room now because my parents are home and I don't want to be looking like I'm talking to myself, because this is the secret YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, basically we just gotta let that cake cool for a while, and I'm gonna come back with a taste test after it's done cooling. I think it's like 40 minutes, but honestly, if it feels cool like on the bottom of the pan, I'm gonna just go ahead and eat it whenever it's cool. But yeah, just wanted to show y'all my kind of girl dinner. Just a little spring mix with some, I got some pepperoncinis because I like pepperoncinis. You can't, this freaking leaf is stuck. Ooh, it's stuck on my fork. But yeah, we got some pepperoncinis because I like them. Little chicken nuggets, frozen chicken nuggets, and some garlic bread for the girl dinner. Is that really girl dinner? I don't know. It might be actually balanced. All right, we got our cake. It was a little dense when I was cutting it, but let's taste. Let's see. It tastes good. However, a little dense. Plus Castella Cake that I be getting from Two Velo. Period. Two Velo. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I just say it like that. But I'm putting the name here. But the Castella Cake I get from Two, I don't speak French, y'all, so don't come for me. That usually is a little bit softer. But it did say you could put a little bit of like 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of water as a little simple syrup. You could do that and make it a little more soft. But will the cake still be eaten? Of course. Like, who do you think I am? Anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. Maybe could even drink some milk or something with it. But yeah, that's it. Let me know if y'all try it. If y'all can make it a little more moist, I know some people don't like that word, but if y'all make it and it's a little more moisturized, then let me know what y'all did. But anyways, I'm out. Bye, y'all.